Hey YouTube, St. Frank here. Today going to be doing a big PSA reveal. This is without a doubt, the biggest order that I will have ever done at PSA. I did this at the way back when PSA was about to, everybody knew, it was the worst kept secret. Everybody knew PSA was about to raise their prices for grading. So I got all these graded at $10 a card before they raised it. And of course this order is taking super long to get back because they got flooded because everybody knew they were about to raise prices. Anyway, this is a 203 card Pokemon order. I usually do a submission video on all my Pokemon or all my PSA submissions, and somehow this video got lost, so I don't have the submission video anymore. So here we go. Here's the reveal. We'll do it blind style. Check out the cards. See if we can guess the grades. You'll get to see like the pop reports over here. There'll be the pop report of the cards and what they've recently sold, if there have been any that sold. I do notice these are different types of boxes than I'm used to getting from PSA. So that's kind of cool. Alright, so, ooh, look at that. That's pretty sweet. It even has the PSA logo inside. So maybe a new style box. That's the inside there. The foundation of all great collections, PSA. I have an old box here. We'll just see if it's any different size. So here's the how they used to come was in this box. So it is. The new box is slightly bigger. Ever so slightly. Maybe they can get one more slab per box or something. Or maybe they're able to get a little more packing in there. Okay, there we go. This is a big order, so I'm probably going to move a little faster than normal, but I still want to do the cards right, you know. Take a look at them. Because you learn how to do future orders by looking at your mistakes that you made on old orders and what to look for. Okay, so the back of this card looks really good as far as the edges. Now it does look a little thin on that side. Alright, Evolution's Zapdos. We all know how impossible it is to get PSA 10s on Evolutions. And I do see there is a print line on there, a couple of them. So it can't get a 10. Can we get a 9 on the Zapdos? Got an 8. The Evolutions Halls definitely do pop. I'll give them that. But they've just been so overgraded. Very unlikely that card will ever. I mean, I guess if grading goes down to like $5 a card to grade, I could see maybe grading some more, but just really not worth it because it's so hard to get 10s. And there are so many attempts at them, so there's a lot of 9s out there. Okay, so this card back looks fine. As far as edges, it is thin on these two borders. It's thicker on these. Oh, Rillaboom. Oh, I forgot I had this card. This is a secret rare from Darkness Ablaze. Adjust my camera a little bit there. Beautiful card. Looks great slabbed. This is from Darkness Ablaze. Now it does look a little bit thick on top, but I have seen off-centered cards still get 10s in Darkness Ablaze. Their card quality was great, so I'm gonna guess a weak 10. Now I got a 9. All right, so I'm guessing at the very beginning, I'm guessing one grade too low or too high on these cards. So that's probably a trend that will continue through this order. This one a little bit thin right there, but try to do this where it's not quite. There's going to be some little glare as I look at the backs of these cards. I'll try to keep it down as much as possible. All right, Ninetales. Oh yeah, definitely off-centered here. Not sure why I would have sent that even at $10, but they might give this an 8 off of the centering alone. I'm not even gonna look for printing lines. Yeah, PSA 8. Yeah, centering got that one. Okay. Try to fix this thing. Okay, next card. This one has been the nicest one on the back so far. The centering looks really good. Edges look great. Coughing from Cosmic Eclipse, one of these secret rares. I think that's Roxy. I was trying to figure out what character that was. If that's Roxy. That looks like a 10 to me. Oh, an 8. Oh boy. Something went wrong with this card, and I don't understand how that got an 8. That's a discouraging sign right there. Okay. This one, I do see a couple little tiny little white dots. There's one there. A little something on the card there. Oh, Darkness Ablaze. Not Darkness Ablaze. Burning Shadows. Boy, it's going to be a long video. 2017 Darkness Energy, not Darkness Ablaze. I think this could get a 9. There's a little bit of whitening on the back, so I don't think it's going to be a 10. Yep, PSA 9. Hey, we guessed one. Man, that looks good slabbed up right there. Wow, no 10s yet. I'm just now noticing that. This one, that one looks very good on the back. Edges, everything looks great. Bead, or Beady. This is Sword and Shield Rainbow Rare. Secret Rare. Very tough to pull these. That looks like, I would say that's a 10. I mean, it might be very slightly thicker on this side, but yeah, there we go. Our first Gem Mint 10. And it's the Beady. Okay, this one, there is a couple little tiny little white dots down there. It looks a little bit skewed. I know they don't really count off a lot for that, but I think they should. It's definitely thicker on top. Brock's Grit from Evolutions. And you can definitely see that skew on the front there too. So I don't think this can possibly get a 10. So can it get a 9? Yep, it did get a 9. So a Brock's Grit full art trainer with a 9. This one looks very good. Edges and corners all look perfect. It is a little bit thin on that side though. Sonya from Rebel Clash. And also it does look a little bit thinner on this side. So the centering is off just a hair. But that's a nice looking card there from Rebel Clash. Rebel Clash, high quality. I could see this getting a 10, like a weak 10, strong 9. All right, PSA 10. I will take that. Put that in my full art collection. Okay, so getting a couple 10s going here. All right, this one, this is the best looking back of the whole order so far. Centering looks good, edges and everything perfect. So just on the back, I'd say this is a PSA 10. Dub Wool from this is the Black Sheep. I remember this one now. Dub Wool V, Shining Fates. That's a cool looking card, full art. That looks like an easy 10. Centering is good, so we'll guess a 10. All right, there we go. PSA 10. You definitely, on modern, ultra modern cards like this, you have to get 10s, especially today, because there's so many that got graded and are getting graded that you really need to get those PSA 10s on those. Okay, this one, we're definitely seeing a white corner, some white down there, more than just a little tick or two. So this has been played. I see a little bit on the, yeah, there's a little bit of whitening on the edges here. I don't see any binder dents. Mew. This is a promo Mew. So we got old school here, 2000 Pokemon Black Star promo number 8. A Mew. The centering looks pretty good though. But I'm guessing this is probably a 7 or 8. If I was going to guess. Not 7. It deserves it. See, there's our 7 pile. We have guest star Chunky Pikachu and Shiny Eevee, or no, it's Radiant Eevee, and Captain Pikachu. They're there to keep away bad grades. So hopefully they do their job. Okay, this next card, definitely thicker on top. You can tell it's an older card. There's a little bit of white in there. It looks, the back looks like it's been played. You know, it just doesn't have that real crispy, fresh, packed fresh look to it. There's another promo. This is a Pikachu, of course. I think a lot of people call this the Ivy Pikachu promo. Now this looks better than the Mew. I don't think it can get a 9. I'm going to guess an 8 on that one. Alright, PSA 8. That one looks pretty good. That's very fair. It was not a 9 level, I don't think. This card, okay, this one's definitely been played. You see more of the, not just a little white tip on the corners. There's like a lot of whitening on the corners. I mean, not a lot, but enough to where it looks like it's been shuffled and played a little bit. Not a bunch. That's something that would be kind of, I would call that light play. Pinsir from Jungle. And when it's like that, you usually get it like a PSA 7. That one got an 8. So that one might have squeezed out a little bit better grade than I thought. I could see it being an 8 though. That's just a rare, non-hollow. This is the kind of stuff that people like me were sending in at $10 a card or $7.50 a card at one time. I mean, it just made sense because slabs were selling like crazy. They still sell good, but they've definitely course corrected since then. Definitely thicker on top. One tiny little white dot down there. Tiny one there. Pikachu, okay. Thankfully, I do have a bunch of Pikachus in this order. My favorite Pokemon. That one looks really good on the front from Shining Legends Reverse Foil. Can we get a PSA 10? The back might be off a little bit. Maybe a weak 10. Oh, we got a 10. Nice. Okay, I'm very happy with that. Put that in the 10 pile. That'll be in my personal collection. I'm not selling those. My Pikachus. Alright. Little tiny little white dot there is definitely thicker on top. The back of this one looks nicer than that last Pikachu. Crimson Invasion Pikachu. It does look off-centered though on the front. It's thicker on this side. So this could be a 9, I think. Yep, PSA 9. Very fair. Okay, this one, pretty big white spot there, a little one there, a couple of them on that corner. The centering looks pretty decent though. Boundaries Crossed Pikachu, reverse hollow. This one definitely not 10, I don't think. That one, I would say is, I can hope for a 9. Ooh, a 7. There might be a scratch on this somewhere for it to be that rough of a grade. A lot of hollow on these older reverse hollows. Man, that seems a little bit harsh, but alright. It is an older card. Okay, this one. There's definitely a white spot there and there. A little bit of wear, a little bit thinner on this side. Undaunted, Heart Gold Soul Silver Undaunted Pikachu. Man, that looks really good. Maybe slightly thin on top, thicker on the bottom. So, can we get a 9? Oh, an 8. Darn it. That seems a little bit harsh to me. I mean, but I'm just talking about the difference between an 8 and a 9. Okay, this one, I see some type of dent. I don't know if that's a binder. It looks like it's like a crease. I see a little bit of a crease up there. So this is bad on me for grading this card. And a little slight indentation down there. So, I don't know what this is, but it is not minty. Definitely been played as well. A McDonald's Pikachu. That's why I sent it in, just because they're so rare. Obviously, with the crease, you're looking at probably no better than a 5 or a 6. Will they see that? They might count that as a binder dent. So I'm gonna be hopeful that this gets a 6. Yeah, 5. Darn it. But I can see it. That's a pretty rare card. I bet you the pop on that's pretty low, especially as a 5. This one. Oh yeah, by the way, that was 2015 McDonald's Pikachu. Yeah, that one looks pretty good. A little bit farther away from this light source. We have the Vivid Voltage Charizard. Fix the camera there. These usually grade pretty well. Can we get a 10? An 8. Wow, I don't understand what... Oh, there is a little corner, edge thing right there. I don't know if you can see that. A little ding on the edge of the card. I don't usually look at that part of the card. That's bad on me, I guess, for not looking at the edges closer. Usually I focus on centering and the corners. I don't look at the edges as much as I should, except unless I know it's like a promo card where it has those little crimp spots. This one, I mean, pretty good. There is a couple little white dots. Not bad though, they're tiny. It's a little thin on this side. Unbroken Bonds Pikachu. The centering on that looks really good. Will they give us a couple little white dots and give us a 10? Yeah, there we go. PSA 10. I'm very happy with that one. So tough to grade reverse hollows, guys. These two bottom corners, all the corners have little white spots on them, and it's thick on top. Furious Fist Pikachu. It looks a little thick on top as well. I could see them giving this an 8. It don't really seem like it as good as those other ones. And with the all the white spots on the back, it could drop down to an 8. Yep, PSA 8. Awesome card though. I love all the lightning bolts down there. And the 8s are winning. We'll go ahead and start another box. These fancy new PSA PSA returns boxes that they're using. I like the new boxes. I think the other ones were kind of a tight fit for your slabs. This one has a little bit more space for them to maybe a little more cushion. PSA. That probably sounded good on camera. Sorry about that, everybody. The old styrofoam noise. Okay. I think there's less dust in these also. Sometimes when you, on the old boxes, I would see a little bit of cardboard dust. Back of that looks perfect. A Galarian Darmanitan from Viv Voltage. Full art. Man, that looks really good slabbed. I wasn't a big fan of this card, but that looks like an easy 10. Alright, PSA 10 on that one. That one came out pretty nice. This one, the edges and everything look good, but it is thin on this side. Coppereja V full art. Now the front centering looks just fine. So will they give us a little bit on the back? Now it is a little bit thicker on this side. So I can see this. It's kind of a weak 10, strong 9. Alright, got the 10. So we're getting some fair grades. Because there's a lot of them that have been kind of like in between grades, and we're getting on the good side of the grades, especially on the 10s. This one definitely thicker on top, so it's not perfect. Edges and everything look good. Ooh, Venusaur and Snivy GX from Cosmic Eclipse. It does look a little bit thicker on top, but these borders are really tight. If they're just barely off center, you can tell. I might get a 9 on that one because of centering. Got the 10. Whew, that's a nice one. I'm happy about that. I love these tag team cards. You probably heard me say that a few times in videos. Okay. Corners look pretty good. There is a little bit of whitening in that one. Definitely thinner on this side. Thicker on top. Reshiram Zekrom. See, now this, you can see it looks a little bit thick on this side. Yeah, you can tell on the back too. So, but it looks about similar to that that Venusaur card we just looked at, the Reshiram Zekrom from Cosmic Eclipse. So this could be another, like a weak 10. That one got the 9. That was a cool art there. I definitely see how it got a 9. Okay, a little bit of issues up in that corner. Couple little white spots there, or a white spot there. Looks a little thick on top. Man, that's Gyarados. It's pretty beat up for just a modern, ultra modern card from Crimson Invasion. Yeah, that's not gonna get a. That's definitely not gonna get a 10. Man, that might be tough to get a 9 out of. Yeah, did get the 9, but that one, no chance that one was going to get a 10. Okay, that was kind of generous. They could have given us an 8 on that one, I think. That one looks perfect on the back. Mewtwo GX from Shining Legends. That looks like an easy 10. A 9. I don't get why that one got a 9. That one looks really good, but I have this in a 10 already, so I'd much rather have some of those other ones in a 10 than that one, just because I already have it in a 10. This one, thicker on top. We're going to have to stop the video after this card. Definitely a pretty big white spot there. It's basically thicker on these two sides too. Ooh, Rayquaza EX. Oh, I love these old EX cards. This is from XY Black Star promo. Probably from a 10. So there might be issue on the corner, on the edges somewhere where it got crimped into that little 10. It does look off-centered. It might get an 8 or maybe a 9. Alright, PSA 9. Man, that is a sick looking card. Love the look of that Rayquaza EX. Alright, let's stop there. Pretty good start so far. A lot of cool cards. This order has a lot of vintage stuff in it too, so we'll get some. Probably won't keep up our good grades for too long. All right, later.